Welcome back, Jeff Cameron Show, 93.3 Real Talk Radio, Warchant TV. And man, oh man, are we excited, just like all of Seminole Nation, to welcome in sophomore lefty and ace Jamie Arnold live from Omaha right now. Jamie, first off, thanks. Give me a quick run through of what it was like to step out onto that field. I know today you guys took pictures. What was it like for you to walk out there knowing that you're going to be on the mound here tomorrow night?
Yeah, no, it didn't really hit me until I walked out there that we were doing this, and it's got to be one of the coolest places to play, and I'm super excited.
Well, it's interesting. I've got to ask you. Obviously, you've had a tremendous year. Congratulations on that. I know there's work to do, and you guys are looking forward. But for those that don't know, 11-3, 277, all the numbers are there. But I guess take me through the process. I mean, what an amazing turnaround. You go from last year to this year, both collectively as a team, and then for you maturing as a pitcher and emerging as this, as I said at the outset, ace.
Honestly, just like finishing last year, going into summer ball, I worked a lot with my coaches up there. They helped me out a good amount. And then I took what I learned there right into fall and then working with Coach Posey. And honestly, just my confidence was way better. And I wasn't pitching with any fear. And I think that's been the biggest part of this year for me. And honestly, with this team, this offense, I mean, it's not hard to pitch well with them behind you because I know I'm going to have support.
You're going to have support, and also they've picked the ball up this year. The defense has been much better than it was a year ago, so that helps, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So was it really about confidence? Because it seems to me the stuff is even more electric. Is that also just getting stronger?
Yeah, I filled out a little more. I gained 30 pounds last year in the fall, so I think just going into my body a little bit more and like getting used to that, and then I mean, it's pretty easy to be confident when your stuff is much better. So, it's got to be the stuff. It's just a combination of a lot of things, I think.
30 pounds, man. I remember the days, but my goodness, you must have been not just lifting, but eating people out of house and home, man. What was the diet for 30 pounds of growth?
I would just honestly cook like a lot of rice and ground beef and just eat that just pretty much all day. A lot of eggs too. And I would just pound the protein shakes they had for us at the field.
I can see you reflecting as if to say almost too many eggs.
Oh, yeah. Like, I can't do that again. I don't want to, but I needed to. I was 160 pounds out of high school. I needed to put on some pounds.
Well, it's all worked out for you now. Okay, so 1 day less rest, 120 whatever pitches that was, right? How do you feel? How do you feel?
I feel good. I've done this multiple times this year where I've had to move up a day, with like our rotation going down and all stuff like that. So, I mean, I kind of have a week built in or like a schedule built in for a week like this, and it's been working this whole year. So,
your coach, Jarrett, who we've had on many times, had this to say about you, and I'm quoting, when he was asked who was going to start the game out in Omaha, clearly getting off to a good start is huge. And when he's on his game, meaning you, he's as good as anybody I have ever seen. So we need him. We need him on the hill. How good does it feel to hear your head coach say something like that? How great is that?
It's good. I mean, it definitely helps to know that he trusts me and that my team trusts me so I can go out there and do what I do and keep us in the game and hopefully win it and move on.
We've gotten a chance on the show this year to get to know Micah Posey pretty well. He's come on as well several times, and I just enjoyed chatting with that guy. Give us some insight what it's like to work with Micah. He seems obviously thorough but also interesting, and what's your dynamic? What's your relationship like?
Yeah, no, he's been great. I mean, he just he gives you feedback when you need it. He also tells you stuff you need to hear when you need to hear it, and he also pumps confidence into us. And in the fall, I kind of went through like a little mental thing, and he kind of got me right out of it immediately. He's been great to work with. I credit him to a lot of this year.
How hard is that? I always wonder about this for a pitcher specifically. Baseball is a team game, but obviously it's individual driven. We all look at everybody's stats, and you're on the hill. You're the one with the ball in your hand, controlling games. If you have a good day or a bad day, it goes a long way in deciding the outcome. How hard is it to stay positive if you're a little off in a given start or you have a string of bad luck? What is that like? You talk about the mental aspect of pitching.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just about R.A. Dickey came in last week and told us a good thing. He said, have a short-term memory and a bulletproof confidence. And that's something I didn't really put into words yet, but it's kind of something I do. So if I have a bad outing, I just got to wash it right away. Like once that night ends, it's just wake up and it's a new day. And I think honestly, just by doing that, it's been helping me a lot. Also, like in the middle of outings, if I'm not feeling that great or anything, like Posey's good about just coming up and telling me like mind over matter, like no matter how you feel, like you can do it, like you can make pitches, you can get out of this. So with both of those things, it's just been huge.
Does he ever come out and have anything, I don't know, for lack of a better term, mean to say? Does he ever get pissed off at you?
He hadn't gotten pissed off at me much this year, but he does.
You haven't given him many reasons to get pissed off. This is a Tennessee team that obviously is ranked number 1. You guys don't worry about that, but I will say, looking at what they've done offensively, those numbers are gaudy up and down the board. Does it change anything about how you approach your start?
No, I mean, I just gotta, if I execute my pitches, I think I can get pretty much any lineup out. So, I mean, kind of just the same thing I've been doing all year.
Last thing, the ballpark can play cavernous, which is nice. If the wind is blowing in, and I looked this morning, it's supposed to be. I'm sure you're happy to hear that. Does that change anything about your approach? Meaning that you can live in the zone even more than you already do because the repercussions of a pitch over the zone is not what it is. Let's say at Hauser or at other ballparks, right?
Yeah, no, I feel like I throw a lot of strikes anyways, so I don't know if I could. Throwing more strikes might not be good. So I think I'm going to stay where I'm at and just keep attacking. Yeah.
Well, I'll be tuned in, Jamie. Thanks so much for your time. I know your head's got to be swimming. I'll let you go get focused and be with your guys. Take care and good luck tomorrow night, okay?
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Jamie Arnold, live from Omaha, joins us on the Jeff Cameron Show. Good to hear from the lefty ace. And obviously, as you can see, a confident young man and excited to make this start and get out there and do what he's done all season long, which is provide his team with an opportunity to win baseball games. And this should be a wonderful matchup. So we'll come back, react to that here in a moment. Jeff Cameron Show, 93.3 Real Talk Radio, Warchant TV.
FSU baseball is headed to Omaha for all the latest coverage on the Noles baseball team, including interviews, reaction, and more. Stay tuned right here to Warchant TV. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you're alerted as soon as we go live or release a new video. Then head over to warchant.com for additional updates, game threads, and discussion forums with other FSU baseball fans. Warchant.com, your ultimate Seminoles sports source.